So if you didn't see this, it's a little unique, but why not? The Facebook chairman, I guess they call it Meta, but we should call it Facebook. The Facebook chairman, CEO Mark Zuckerberg, the head nerd, has challenged the Twitter owner and Tesla CEO, Elon Musk, to a jiu-jitsu style cage match. I am not making this up, by the way. I'm not. Now, whether it happens or not is a different conversation, but Mark Zuckerberg and Musk have been trading digital haymakers over the last couple days, and that led to a tweet from Musk on Tuesday. He said, quote, "I'm up for a cage match if he is, LOL." Well, much to his surprise, Mark Zuckerberg responded by taking a screenshot of the tweet and posting, quote, "Send me location." Of course, he didn't post that on Twitter because that's the rival, so he posted it on his Instagram story. Are you keeping track? There's a quiz on this later. So when a Facebook spokeshack was asked about this, whether or not this was just goofing around or whether or not there was something to it, the spokeshack for Facebook said the story speaks for itself. That's a quote. Okay, we got something. Now, Elon Musk has not flinched. He did not flinch. He responded, 2 words, Vegas Octagon. That's the response. We think that he was responding to Mark Zuckerberg, the location request. He also said, as he's the number one comedian on Twitter, he says, "I have this great move," Musk said. "It's called the Walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing." Close quote. All right, so let's talk about this. The question, who would be favored? All right, we'll give you the odds. What are the odds and who would be favored in this cage match between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk? So I'm going to set the MALLER Sportsbook odds on this. Elon Musk will be a minus 250 favorite. That implies that the Twitter owner has a better than 70% chance of beating the Facebook owner. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So I've got Sticky Tape, Peacock, and Workshop. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to lay the foundation to make the Baba Ganoush is what we're going to make. Now, to kick off, I'll get this out of the way. Elon Musk is not an athlete. You already knew that. I know that. I'm not an athlete. I'm a gas bag. I'm a blowhard. I know an athlete when I see one, and I know a non-athlete when I see one. Elon Musk, clearly not an athlete. He claims, in fact, he's probably kidding. He never works out. I'm guessing he probably works out. Those rich guys hire people to advise them on how to work out. But Mark Zuckerberg is a faux MMA guy. He's a faux MMA guy. Like, he's done it, but you're not going to say that this guy's going to end up on a legitimate card. He's just doing it to goof around. He's got a lot of money and a lot of free time. But I still have Elon Musk as the favorite, and here's why. Even though this would be MMA and not boxing, the sticky tape does not lie. Look at the measurables, the tail of the tape. Elon Musk, go by height. Elon Musk is 6'1". Mark Zuckerberg is 5'7". Advantage, the Twitter guy. Elon Musk, he's listed at about 180. He looks like he's heavier than that, probably close to 200 pounds. Mark Zuckerberg is 154 pounds, soaking wet. Advantage, the Twitter guy. The only edge I give Zuckerberg is that he's actually dabbled in MMA and he's younger. That Elon Musk is 51, Mark Zuckerberg is 39. So the advantage goes there to the Facebook guy. But other than that, this is a mismatch. There is no getting around the fact that there are tangible benefits to height and reach in any kind of combat sports. The taller fighter has a longer reach than the shorter one, right? We all know this. Elon Musk would be able to connect from a distance. And he's also friends with Joe Rogan, who I would assume would help advise him, and the MMA people and all that. And Zuckerberg would not be able to do it. And think of this like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, a game I loved, Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Elon Musk, if he was on Mike Tyson Punch-Out, he would be like King Hippo. He'd be King Hippo there, and Zuckerberg would be Glass Joe. Okay, so that's Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Now, my only other concern here is would Elon Musk need oxygen and a cheeseburger after about 45 seconds of round one? That does concern me. But I assume he'll work out a little bit, and if this actually happens, he'll try not to embarrass himself. He'll try to be okay. Now, furthermore, would this tech match be bad for humanity? I've already heard people opining from their bully pulpit, and they're all upset, pearl clutching. This is not right. We don't need this. I say just the opposite. Not only would this be wonderful, it would be amazing. And as the Peacock said back in the day, must see TV. Like, who would not want to watch to see a couple of robber barons of modern society, the tech robber barons, get punched and kicked in the face and the nuts? Mark Zuckerberg is the poor guy in this. He's the poor man. He's only worth $100 billion. Elon Musk is worth $237 billion. And these people are the gatekeepers to the modern world. They are, right? The way so many of us function, not everyone. There's people that have been able to stay away from it. Good for you. But for most people, that's the public square. That's where you look at photos of your nieces and nephews, or if you're younger, you look at pictures of your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles and all that. But the way I look at this, they should do it. Yes. Good content for the show. And life is all about the stories you pick up along the way. How great a story would this be? Be a humdinger. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has not been kind to Mark Zuckerberg. In a previous episode of the show, we mentioned that the Facebook CEO was beaten by a 40-year-old guy who worked at a hospital as a storekeeper. So you lost to a 40-year-old dude. Elon Musk, rich guy, bigger than you, trains for like a month. I'm betting on him. All right, last thing. So how much interest would there be? I'm interested in it, right? I'm interested in it. But how much interest would there be in the hoi polloi to watch Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk in a fight? What would the draw be? One word. Bonanza. Dana White, his eyeballs are the size of the moon, thinking about all the money if they made this like a pay-per-view. Now, I don't think they should make it a pay-per-view. These guys are rich enough. They don't need to make it a pay-per-view. But I would like to work as a promoter. Unsolicited promotion. You can sell this thing 50 different ways. You can talk about the money, the fame. It's also political. That's political. It's the donkeys versus the elephants, right? You got Zuckerberg, who's like the Democratic guy, and Elon Musk is seen as the Republican guy. Whether that's true or not, that's the perception. Perception is reality. But the fight needs a good name. All fights need good names. So I have activated the MALLER Workshop. The MALLER Workshop has been activated, and I have cooked up some slogans. And in honor of one of my heroes when I was a child, I used to love watching. There's this guy, you probably don't even know who he is. He's not been on TV in years. David Letterman. And he hosted this late show, and then he hosted the Late Show, and he was on TV for a long time. The Late Show with David Letterman.
Hello, you're on the air.
So I am going to do a top 10 style, but not a list, top 10 style David Letterman, and these are the slogans for the Elon Musk fight with Mark Zuckerberg, and as David Letterman would say, from the home office in, Rancho Cucamonga, California. Number 10, we'll call this fight between Musk and Zuckerberg the Worldwide Wallop. Number 9, the Software Showdown. How about number 8, the Source Code Squabble? Could you see that on a billboard? No, you can't see that. All right, number 7, these are the top 10 slogans for the hypothetical Elon Musk matchup. against Mark Zuckerberg from the home office in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Number 7, the bandwidth brouhaha at number 7. Number 6, the barcode bicker. Number 5, the top 10 slogans for a hypothetical Elon Musk matchup with Mark Zuckerberg. Number 5, the rumble in the digital jungle. The rumble in the digital jungle. Number 4, mayhem in the malware. All right, here we go. Top 3. Here we go. Top 3 in honor of David Letterman. These are actual slogans we've cooked up here from the MALLER workshop from the home office in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Number 3, the thriller in Tech Villa. Number 2, here we go. Number 2. It's getting good. Number 2, the firewall, free for all. And do we have a drum roll, Marcel style, for the number one slogan in the MALLER workshop in honor of David Letterman for the hypothetical match? I do not hear my drum roll. Here we go. Number one, with no drum roll, the hoedown in Tech Town. There it is. The top 10 slogans for Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. If they use any of those, they can send a nice donation to my personal charity, which is my 401k. That would help me out.